Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
It's your boy Taco Bell Wanting, aka MMA Academics, and Rose Namajunas recently joined the UFC Unfiltered podcast, and she talked about the evolution of Miss Piggy Dern. Mackenzie Dern, and she wasn't talking about the evolution of her accent. She was actually talking about the evolution of Mackenzie Dern as a fighter. Mackenzie Dern's more known as a jiu-jitsu player that's coming over to MMA, but she's got a lot of hype behind her because largely because of her fan base in Brazil and for other reasons, you know, whether it's her looks, her discipline. She missed weight now, I believe, 4 times leading up to UFC 224. That was her 4th time. Not in the UFC, I believe, you know, in past fights, but still, Mackenzie Dern has shown somewhat of a lack of discipline as of late and in the past. So, Rose Namajunas, though, is talking about the evolution of her fighting skills inside the octagon, with that being said. And she talked about, you know, this is what Rose Namajunas had to say. She said, other than the weight issue, I thought she looked great. That is something I've always wanted to test my jiu-jitsu against. That would be awesome. I would like to face her, but she just has to get her shit together, and that may be down the road. She beat Gabby Garcia in a jiu-jitsu match, so that would be awesome. And she obviously can strike a little bit. She has that heavy first step that a wrestler has sometimes, and a good right hand. You can tell she has that style developing, so it would be interesting to see if she can fix her issues, and maybe she can be a future contender. That's coming from the champion Rose Namajunas. She talked about how you can see Mackenzie Dern developing into a well-rounded fighter. We all know about her jiu-jitsu. We just saw her drop Amanda Cooper with the right hand, and no one really expected that. Now, yeah, the right hand definitely had a little more weight on it, but still, we saw Mackenzie Dern's able to land a power shot, drop somebody. Will it be the same if she came in at 115 pounds? Probably, because she would be more lean. I mean, she wouldn't have as much necessarily weight, but she would still be more lean, and if she hits on the button or whatever, somebody's still going down. Mackenzie Dern winging one of those bombs. She comes in swinging. But with that being said, also Rose Namajunas talked about she can see her wrestling develop. So that's all 3 aspects of MMA really, as far as jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and striking is concerned. Mackenzie Dern is developing in all of them. And also on top of that, Rose Namajunas would like to test her jiu-jitsu against Mackenzie Dern. Prove to herself. She already knows she's the best fighter on the planet. That's what that gold belt tells her. But Rose Namajunas is a person that says, I'm still just a normal. Yeah, I got the belt, but I'm not different because of the belt. I got the belt, which is nice. It lets me know, but still, I want to get in there and test myself. And talking about Mackenzie Dern against her jiu-jitsu. Now, I haven't saw Mackenzie Dern versus Gabby Garcia, the jiu-jitsu match, but if you don't know who Gabby Garcia is, I think she's like a female heavyweight, low-key. I don't know what weight class she fights at, but she's definitely too big to fight in the UFC. When she stands next to Cyborg, she like towers over Cyborg. So for Mackenzie Dern to beat Gabby Garcia in jiu-jitsu, I mean, you know, in jiu-jitsu, size doesn't always matter if you've got that skill, and it looks like that's what Mackenzie Dern was able to do. So maybe in Mackenzie Dern's next fight, we'll get to see more of her jiu-jitsu on display, because she dropped Amanda Cooper with that overhand right, and she still got down there and submitted her after that. We still got to see a little jiu-jitsu. She dropped her with the striking, got down there and finished her. She tried to go for some ground and pound first. It was actually a very great performance by Mackenzie Dern, but a lot of that is overshadowed by her discipline of her missing weight, and people are also bringing up the fact that she was asked to leave her camp, the MMA lab, but I don't know if that 100% if that was necessarily a disciplinary reason. You know, there was talks about they wanted the best for her. I believe the camp is saying they asked her to leave because they want the best for her, and they know it's not good to be trying to devote time to the MMA lab, and then when you're really in California training as well, you know, having to go. So they wanted what's best for her, but also probably what's best for their gym. So it doesn't necessarily mean that was a part of Mackenzie Dern's disciplinary issues. Now, with that being said, though, Rose Namajunas versus Mackenzie Dern, that is a fight we could be looking at in the future. Mackenzie Dern, we know she's made the official move. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Her splitting time between camps, she knows where she's going to be. She's missed weight by a lot. I would assume Mackenzie Dern's going to start to get a nutritionist, you know, and not come in 8 pounds over. If she misses weight again, it's going to be terrible, even one more time, right? You don't want to become like known for missing weight, because the UFC can't really put you in a title fight if you're known for missing weight, because if you miss weight in a title fight, you can't fight for the title. So that would just be all bad. So Mackenzie Dern's going to have to get that in order, and I believe in the day and age we are in MMA, where like all the top fighters are hiring nutritionists, I think Mackenzie Dern, she's going to settle in where she just moved, I believe in California. She's going to get a nutritionist, come in, and if she can get 1 or 2 more wins, she can be fast-tracked to a title fight and be fighting Rose Namajunas. You see that when there's a fighter that has a lot of fans behind them, they got to market Mackenzie Dern. She's got the Brazilian market as well as the American market. I mean, it's not like she has to pick one. She's half and half, so with that being, she's fluent in both languages, so that's big for Mackenzie Dern, very marketable. So with that being said, she could easily get a push by the UFC to the title, to a title fight, like a la Cody Garbrandt. You beat a couple ranked fighters, 2-3 ranked fighters in significant fashion. You get a couple finishes, and you could be fighting for the title if that's what the fans want to see. So with that being said, man, and whether Mackenzie Dern, whether people hate on Mackenzie Dern, whether they think she has a fake accent, whether they think she's Big Mac Dern or McDonald or whatever people are calling her, you think she comes in overweight, she lacks discipline. If you don't like Mackenzie Dern, you're gonna probably, if you think she's not as well-rounded, if you think she's, you know, just getting all this attention, but she's not really that good of a fighter yet, well, you're going to be tuning in to watch her lose. Or you could be a person that sees the potential, or as a fan of Mackenzie Dern, you're tuning in to watch her win. Either way, there's going to be a lot of people tuning into Mackenzie Dern, which is why I say she could probably be getting a title fight sooner rather than later. So it's good to see Rose Namajunas already has her eyeball on her. Like, I see you, you know, I'm getting my jiu-jitsu sharp. I'd love to test my jiu-jitsu against you. So that would be dope, and it is a potential future fight. But also, Rose Namajunas has to keep her belt while Mackenzie Dern picks up a couple more wins if we're ever going to see this potential championship fight in the future. Rose Namajunas got a couple #1 contenders lined up right now, probably. Jessica Andrade has been looking like a savage. That's going to be a great fight. So, well, you know, that's another topic for another day. With that being said, man, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.